What's everyone's favorite or system or game then?
First console?
64, Nintendo 64.
First console was NES. I was NES baby.
That was a GameCube.
That was your first console?
Not my first console. I was a GBA first, and then I went GameCube, and that's why I was like GameCube.
Are you guys ready for another video? Let's do it. Another reaction videos. We got 6 millennials versus 1 secret gen. Odd one out. Jubilee. Let's do it.
I am a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
All right. Just from looking at this, whoever Gen Z is, they got to be like right on the tip of the cusp of it, because all these niggas look old as fuck, bro.
What was everyone's AOL Messenger name?
I was Crushed Up 40. I was a big Sonic fan. The band Crush 40 was my whole thing.
Oh,
so.
dope. Mine was Van Helsing 2099. My earliest AIM memories is
Damn.
actually probably in the...
If you had an AIM back in the day, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you had an AIM. I didn't really have one, only because back in my day, my mom never got the fucking internet, so I wasn't able to get on certain things and shit like that. So, but I did go to a friend's house. They did have internet at their house, so.
4th grade, and I remember that being mind-blowing to me that, oh, I can communicate with my friends via the computer.
Do you think you could do the dial-up sound?
What?
Mine was Pretty Rave Girl after a MySpace song that I was in love with, but I'd never been to a rave at that point.
Love it.
I actually didn't have any because I was born and grew up in Japan and AOL wasn't a thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I also didn't have any. I was in the Philippines when I was younger, so.
That's for the
Before in
Philippines. My boy,
I
you
feel
easy to
like there
go.
was a lag. Devices were not exactly updated like how they were in America.
Mine was Dollcat 101. I think it was because there was this game that I really liked, and then I also liked the Pussycat Dolls.
Was it like
love
Wizard 101?
It could be her, bro. She
No,
looking
Wizard
pretty-
101 wasn't the game. It was like a dress-up doll type game.
I feel like I remember what you were talking
Yeah, it
about.
was
I
like-
played it like the little virtual,
Yeah.
like dress up your doll
Yeah,
game.
I played so many of those.
Could be
I'm gonna
her.
bust the dance move right now.
Is it another girl again?
I watched a lot of Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. She full out said Dexter's Laboratory. And the reason that made me a little bit sus is because I feel like normally people would say just Dexter's Lab. That's what it was in the theme song. In Dexter's Lab.
I really liked when Dexter would tell Dee Dee to get out of his laboratory, like, get out of my laboratory. I just liked the word laboratory, so.
Trying to think of one that somebody hasn't named that I liked aside from that. I watched a lot of like Cartoon Network, so for
that
me,
era was Count Chicken,
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
I actually kind of liked Johnny Bravo, but looking back, I'm like, that show was terrible. But I did watch it a lot.
I love Johnny. It definitely hit at the time. I love Johnny Bravo.
Oh, you have the style.
Thank you.
All right, so right now, who y'all going with? My 2 suspects is the black girl and the white girl. That is my pick. I don't know about y'all, but that is my pick.
Very quiet, but she also gave the look of a Gen Z.
See these 2 right here. These 2 right here. Looking a little shaky.
He said that the Soulja Boy came out when he was in elementary school, and I know how old I was. I think I was like late middle school, so that doesn't sound right. Okay, good.
And you saying is that guy? If it's not these 2, then I guess it'll be blue jacket shirt guy.
luck, guys.
Thank you.
I do have a very Gen Z look, but I was just hoping that they would not think that the Gen Z person
If it's
would
not
be
her,
as obvious.
black don't crack.
All right, so my question for you is, what was the first CD album you bought?
The first one I bought for myself was Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent. That was the one that your parents would be like, no, I'm not buying that for you. Like,
That's right.
So I had to hustle to get that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. I was Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
My name is. I played that song on repeat, and it's
Yeah.
the worst song that your parents never want to hear.
I actually listened to that song when I was still in Japan, so like I didn't really, like fully understand English back then. So I was
fucked
listening
up.
a lot. My parents didn't care because they don't speak English either.
Oh, so you got away with murder.
I was a free. Totally.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah. Anything that was like big in here was also big in Japan. So like I don't know how popular Full House was, but I grew up watching that when I was in Japan. Uncle Jesse, everybody had a crush on him.
Everybody know Full
I think
House
that's
here.
universal. What about you?
I think it was like Usher.
Usher.
Confessions. See the thing about you that caught my eye.
For me, it was.
He could
Britney
be just a
Spears,
young
Give Me One More
millennial.
Time, and I made my mom play it in the car like every day on the way to
Nice.
school.
Mine was Spice Girls, the first album.
Oh yeah.
Who was your favorite Spice Girl?
Baby
That's a-
Spice.
Yeah.
I
That's a
actually
good
was
one.
eating like a
That's a
Chupa
good
Chups,
pull.
That little lollipop that
No,
she had over
Chupa
there.
Chups. Do they still make those? Does anyone know?
They do in Japan. I don't know about here.
Is it a Japanese candy?
No. I think it's like somewhere from Europe, right?
From Spain, I think, because
Spain.
I
Okay.
think Dali designed the thing.
You're right. You're right. Like there's a little.
What was your guys' collectible? Like, I was a WWF card
Yo,
collector.
yes, yeah. The fact that you said WWF though.
I loved Hulk Hogan. I loved Triple H when it went to WWE. And
Okay.
I love.
I was The
Was
Rock.
it Shawn? Oh my God.
Shawn
Heartbreaker.
Michaels?
Yeah,
Yeah, HBK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin music, bro.
Those were my gay awakenings, but.
Was anyone into video games?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
video games.
What's everyone's favorite
Yeah.
or system or game then?
First console?
64, Nintendo 64.
First console was NES. I was NES baby.
That was a GameCube.
That was your first console?
Not my first console. I was a GBA first, and then I went GameCube, and that's why I was a GameCube guy.
I'm a SNES, and I had Street Fighter, I believe.
Yeah,
on
bro.
that.
I was not a video game person, but my brother had a PlayStation 2. That's like the oldest one I remember,
PlayStation
and
2.
so
Okay, yeah, that one was
And so we'd
bomb.
play like Mario Kart and things like that
On
together.
PS2?
I think so.
They didn't make it for PS2. Oh. But you
One
didn't.
of 'em.
I'm just but
But I didn't.
She doesn't play video games, but
Said the oldest game she played was like PS2. That's when I clocked her that she could be Gen Z. Because like my first was Nintendo, so.
Just because of the GameCube, but what would you do if this
Oh, you blow it.
Okay, good.
Listen,
You know how
pulled it out and everything,
all
bro.
Nintendo products you blow into to make it work.
Can we have you do it?
do you still have the N64? What?
Because you ever get the water out.
You don't do it like this?
No!
To be fair, I'm pretty sure
do
multiple
it.
people have said that doesn't actually work though, that it was in our heads.
Yeah, right?
I know.
That shit worked.
When I booted it up,
sense,
it-
yeah.
That shit worked, bro.
Coral just seemed really young. She also seemed like the one that was talking the least.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised that I was voted out the round I was, just because of the conversation that was going on that round. It was a lot about, the things that I wasn't as familiar with growing up, so a lot of the video games and a lot of the anime and things like that.
If everyone feels confident that you already caught the mole,
Yeah,
you could end
Hulk
the
Hogan
game
had
now.
a cartoon.
But if the
Hulk Hogan
majority
had
has doubt, the game
everything
will
back
continue.
then.
So please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game. The game is over.
It is fun.
All right, here
I'm
we go.
mustache-
Let's see if we got fooled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, no.
So if the lights turn green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
No!
It's not you.
No, it's not.
I know it's not you.
It's this motherfucker.
I think it's
It's this motherfucker. He came with the cartridge. I knew it. I knew it.
Will the person who is Gen Z please step forward and reveal yourselves in 3, 2, 1.
Wolfpack. Wolfpack said
thought it was you.
the tight brown shirt.
I'm 22.
GG's.
out of here.
I remember people saying, you know, you don't look 22, you look 28. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I love looking mature. I relate more with an older generation than I do with
My man
you know,
is
Gen Z in a
20
sense.
Is Hulk
freaking
Hogan your
2.
favorite wrestler?
No, I didn't like wrestling at all.
When he tripped for a second and he was like Shawn and he didn't know the last name and I helped him, I was like, Shawn Michaels. I should have known. A real WWF fan would have never not known Shawn Michaels. I should have known that.
That's why I
shit.
said Heartbreak Kid, because I was like, okay, I remember the initials. The truth is, I don't see much of a difference between Gen Z and Millennial. We both grew up during the time where internet was becoming a thing. The only difference is you guys transitioned into it, and I was merely born in it.
The generation before millennial, which is
Damn, look at them
Gen X,
ages.
It's actually quite different. Like,
Yes.
I just want to point out though. She is the oldest. She is 40. So like I said before, she was old. But damn, she 29. Black don't crack. Black don't fucking crack at all. Damn, she 31. White don't crack. She look like she 22. Damn. But yeah, he was he is like a young millennial. He's 27. He was a young millennial. Okay. And they are 34. GG's. Okay.
Gen X, it's actually quite different. Like,
Yes.
like
And I think that is the technology factor of like Gen X maybe, you know, doesn't understand that technology at all to like look into how things are going. I was born in 1993 and I feel pretty true millennial, but I will say there are some factors that I feel like I can relate to some Gen Z things.
I think both generations are very open and flexible to anything that is new, willing to learn, willing to educate. We try not to like judge people for who they are and what they are and things like that.
Oh God, I can't open a briefcase. Is this a millennial thing? Holy crap. Holy sh**. Oh, ah.
Crazy. I would have never thought it was him. GG's. G freaking G's.